Okay. Everybody, this is Marquita. Um, I'm gonna no, cause I'm eating. I was gonna say I'm gonna take my headphones out, but this is what I gotta say, and I'm gonna say it if only just to get it off my chest, and that is this. Um, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. Okay. My question for voters. I voted for Kamala. Okay. And the reason I voted for Kamala, I voted for Kamala because I thought I have two kids that will be or that is going to be affected by some of these strict policies that they want to enact, saying that my children that are Alpha, Gen Alpha, I am Gen Millennial. So, me, a Gen Millennial, and my kids that are a Gen Alpha has less reproductive rights than I do. Think about that. I was born in '83. My kids were born in 2013. They have less rights being born in 2013 than I did born in 1983. So that's why I voted for Kamala, because my kids are losing their reproductive rights. Um the not ability. Oh crap, what's that word I want to say? Basically, they don't have the right over their body when they are inside their body. It's their life, it's their body. They should be able to say and do with their body, you know, to an extent that they want to do, because that affects their personal life, because it's their life, it's their body. So if my kids, as a teenager, either willingly or unwillingly become a teen parent, I'm not saying I want my kids to be a teen parent, but if it happens willingly, meaning if they do what they do or do what people do to get a situation, or if it is unwillingly, I want them and me and their dad to we sit down and we talk about it as a family, not as a country. Because right now, if that happened, I I would be I'd be dead or I would be in prison. I'm just saying. But if they was a teenager and things happen that causes situations, it's their body, so they should have the right to say, or they should be included with the decision because it's their body. I'm not gonna make an overall decision because my decision might not be their decision. I know what my decision is if willingly or unwillingly happened to me. I know what I would choose, but I'm also in my own body. It's my life. I have to make that decision. I have to live with that decision, whatever it is. I don't think the government should tell me, oh no, this willingly or unwillingly happened. So this is the decision that we said. We never met you, never talked to you a day in your life. Your name literally was on a piece of paper that came across my desk. I don't know your I don't know your situation. I don't know your circumstances. I don't know anything other than your name and the status of whatever the body on this piece of paper. And rereading your name and whatever on this piece of paper, I'm then gonna tell you thumbs up, thumbs down. I am now fucking Caesar. But what happened to Caesar, everybody? The Planet of the Apes and the real Julius Caesar. I'm just saying. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies close. Make your friends close and your enemies closer. That's what. That's what mentality I'm in right now. That's what. Hey, let's smile in each other's faces and have nice behind our back. And baby, if we got to get the thumping and swinging and stabbing and jabbing, let's do it. Let's do it. Guess what? You're Harry Potter and I'm Voldemort. Yeah, I know. I know Harry won that war. I'm just saying. We can like Harry Potter said, because I'm Slytherin anyway. Like Harry Potter said, let's finish this together. When he grabbed Mr. Tom Riddle, Tom Marvolo Riddle, and they jumped off the tower. Let's finish this together. Bitch, if we gonna thump and rumble, let's do it. Because Smiley, you know what? Kill Bill. Kill Bill. When Black Mamba, and I'm black. Anyway, wasn't saying that. I'm just saying when Black Mamba, aka, or yeah, I'm gonna say it because she didn't really like going by her name. But Black Mama, aka BB, which that name holds a a very special. Why'd I say it? That just makes me even more angrier. That name holds a very special place in my heart. that I would never hear is it being said. If anybody knows, my mama's nickname from I think age 3 up to her after she got killed, up to her nickname from her uncles was BB. That was her nickname. It's a funny reason. It's because she was raised in a house with her uncles and her aunts and uncles that you know they were older because my mama's grandmama raised her. So of course she's a little round little girl, and she had a little bit of a nappy head, and so that's what they called her. That's how she got her name, was because of how her hair looked. Right now, I guess I am my mama's daughter. I am my mama's daughter. I don't like hair, and I didn't cut it for my birthday. That was my personal tradition that I started with myself, because I was like, okay, I'm cutting off my old age, and my new age is growing in. That was something that I started because I never liked it hair. Never. I've never been girly. So I decided, okay, fresh start. It's my birthday. I'm cutting off. If I would have did it this year, technically last year, anyways, I would have cut it off 40 so that I could start growing 41 because I'm 41. But on my birthday, I I already didn't like my birthday, so I always try to praise people that I know has my birthday, like my little brother that I met in state custody. Um, I told y'all about him. I'm sorry. The only reason why I keep pausing is because I don't want to say um, his old name or new name. Um, and I'm trying to say the right words so I don't slip up. But I met him um 2000. Nope, 2001. Yeah, because and I told this story a couple of times, but you might be confused. It's the same story. It's just a little, some things changed. And if you come across it, it's a story about him getting his wisdom teeth out. And I got mad because it was his 17th birthday, my 18th birthday. But also, which is funny, because that was in my second group home that I met, my little brother, and we had the same birthday. So that was funny. I got to spend my birthday with him, even though he got his wisdom teeth out November the 27th, and our birthday is November the 29th. But the other funny, and guys, I'm telling you, I think I'm meant to have, I think us that have the same birthday truly have the same spirit animal, whatever it is. But, so I met my little brother before his 17th birthday, before my 18th birthday. I was already 17 when he came to that group home. And um, the year before that, I went to my first group home. I was 16, about to turn 17. And it was a girl that literally was 12 when I was 16. We had the same birthday. So I I turned 17 when she turned 13. And then literally, because like our birthday was a Wednesday that year, and then on Saturday she wanted the slumber party birthday, so I'm like, well, we we can have a joint slumber party birthday, but really it was her birthday. If you heard my other stories, you know the trauma with that situation. So we had a slumber party birthday, or let me just say, I was invited. Me and one of my friends was invited to her slumber party birthday that she had with probably about 10 of her friends. And the reason why she got to have 10 friends is because she had two from school, and the other ones was, oh no, they go to church, so we're all friends. Like I said, I got to invite one friend. She got to invite 10 friends. Okay, cool. It's supposed to be their joint birthday. It's her 13th birthday. I'm gonna let her have it. I'm not mad at her. But I'm not. Um, so we celebrated our birthday together. Or I got invited to her birthday. So that was Saturday. We got up, we went to church, took, well, before, no, no, we got up and we did, because I don't think we went to church that Sunday. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We went to church. Sorry. I was sitting here thinking, nope, nope, we did not. We didn't go to church that Sunday. I don't know why. The only reason why, like, I'm struggling with that is because I remember we got up, we took my friend home, and then, um, maybe we took her home before church, because I remember, okay, this is how I remember. I remember getting up, and I don't think we went to church that Sunday because we took my friend home, and then we went to Dollywood. And I was like, well, why couldn't because her, like, two of her friends that she invited got to go to Dollywood with us. And I'm like, okay, why why couldn't my friend go to Dollywood with us? And they go, oh well, their mom and dad gave them money for a ticket. I go, but I'm pretty sure her mama could have gave her money for a ticket. And they go, well, I mean, if she would have had money, she could come. Yeah, we already dropped her off. She's not in the car. I'm not knowing we're going to Dollywood until literally we're getting on the highway to go to Dollywood. Like I said, so I turned 17 that Wednesday. Had a we I got invited to the other girls' party that Saturday. So we went to Dollywood on Sunday, and then we came home, and it kicked again. Sorry, guys. Hopefully, you can still hear me. We went to Dollywood. Um, Everything was the same hellhole situation. And then Monday morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, December the 4th, 2000, I went to my second group home because them people at the first group home woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. They told me, pack your stuff, you're leaving. I'm thinking, first of all, I'm not 18. You can't kick me out. I didn't say that. My first thought is, I'm not street smart. Why am I being kicked out? Yes, I hate it here, but at the same aspect, it's cold outside. Why are you kicking me out? So I get up and I pack all my stuff like they told me to. And then they go, I'm like, so you're kicking me out. They go, oh no, you're moving group homes. You're going to a different group home. Okay, well, bitch, you could have woken me up and said that. But what they said, sorry, I'm really trying not to use. I'm trying not to cuss, and it just makes me mad because that group home, the first one, was a Christian group home. They were the type of Bible thumpers that makes all Christians look bad. But anyhow, so I moved into that other group home that day. But anyhow, and then, so first group home, it was a girl in that group home. We had the same birthday. Second group home, me and the little brother, we had the same birthday. Aged out, sent myself out of state custody, but they told me I could stay because I was still in school, so I was allowed to stay in the group home even though I was no longer in state custody. Um, I left literally New Year's Day, 2022. Um, and then when I left, I got lucky. I got to go to the Salvation Army, and I was still deemed a child because I was in school, even though I was an adult because I was 18. So I was literally in that gray space, that beautiful gray space. And I only say it's beautiful is because the only way I was allowed to stay at Salvation Army is if I had a child because I was over the age of 18. But because I was still in school, I was still considered a child, so that's why me and my mama got to stay. And then her being her being her normal self, let me say that, she ended up getting kicked out. And of course, by default, I don't have any kids. So I'm supposed to also get kicked out, even though I am the child in the situation. So what they told me is, your mama can't stay here. But the deal, I'm going to make you a deal. You can take it, you can leave it. They said, you're 18. So, by law, and you're 18 and you don't have any kids. By law, you can't stay here. But you're also in school, so you're a child. So what they told me is you could stay here and you are your own child. You have to take care of yourself and you have to go to school and in not in change and basically the deal was I stay there. I am my own child. I am my own mama at that point. I am the adult and the child all at the same time. I have to go to school. So that's the child part. But the adult part is because everybody had chores. So I had to do chores. The adult part was you have to wash your own clothes. And the washer and dryers were the ones that you had to pay. I don't have a job. I did not get welfare. Um, was didn't get disability. So what happened was is because these women that were at this shelter, I will forever love them. Forever be like they will have the most special place in my heart because of course everybody seen what was happening. So what Salvation Army said to me was you are now your own, you are your own parent, or you are your own child. And so you have to stay in school, do whatever school work, blah blah blah. So you have to stay in school, but you also have to do the chores like the rest of the women, no problem. You have to wash your clothes, which was a little problem, but I'll tell you something in a minute. And then we will pay your school dues because I went to a magnet high school. And they paid my school dues at that time, like in 2002, was $180. And that was everybody's school dues, $180. And then I think it was an extra, and then I think it was 60 for the cap and gown. And then it was like 70 for the senior trip. And on the senior trip, that paid for a t-shirt with your name on it. Okay, that. Now, my problem is because I started going to that school in January, my school dues, I still had to pay the 180. I didn't get to go on the senior trip, didn't get a senior shirt, but still had to pay that because it was the overall senior class, even though I didn't get to go to the senior trip. Don't even know what it was. Did not get a senior shirt because that was ordered in September. I wasn't at that school. Didn't get to do senior pictures because them were done in July. I did senior pictures, but it wasn't the school that I graduated from. Never been to that school. That school was a satellite of the group home that I was at. Anyhow, um, so I still had to pay for the senior trip. I still had to pay for the senior T-shirt that I didn't get. Um, they ordered the cap and gowns in September or October. I wasn't at that school, so we then had to pay an extra $100 for a rush order, like for a rush, because it was after the fact of them being ordered. Because if I would have ordered it with everybody else, I would have got up under the school discount. I did not get up under the school discount because I wasn't at that school. So I had to pay an extra 100 just so that I will have a cap and gown. on graduation day. This is all in January that they're doing all this. Graduated in May. Um, then on top of that, because I was plus size, I had to pay an extra 50 because I was over an extra large. So that was an extra 50 that I had to pay for the plus size cap and gown, or the gown, the cap same size. So that, and then I'm trying to think if they paid in. Oh yeah. Sorry. Then for my prom, cause yeah, they got me a dress, personal made. I have never had anything custom made for me. Not even a sign, like a picture. So I went to this woman for 2 weeks. She measured me. I got to pick out. When I say that I felt like a freaking princess, no, princess who? I felt like the queen. I got to stand there. I got to be, and I remember her name. I don't know where she's at, and I don't even know if she still does it. Her name was Melinda, and she lived in Powell. She was in the Powell area. So if anybody, Knox in Tennessee, if anybody know Knoxville, Tennessee, the Powell area, yeah, and she and if y'all know her, and if y'all know of her, y'all would know who I'm talking about. She used to make the dresses for um, Little Miss Teen, USA. I think Little Miss Tennessee. She made it for a couple of the beauty pageants. She used to make dresses and blouses. That's what she said, but button up shirts for Kenny Chesney's mom. She used to also make the dance team, if I'm not mistaken, uniforms or whatever needed to be made for Powell High School. It's either dance team or cheerleading. It was for one of them. If they got custom outfits made, she was the one that got that contract and made their. So if y'all know who I'm talking about, y'all can look it up and know that, if y'all know who she is and that y'all can verify, then y'all know that I'm telling the truth. Like, loved her. But yeah, she measured me, and I graduated in blue year. Yeah, at my high school, or the school I graduated from. Each year is a different color. I was blue, which was 2002. The next color was white, and then the year after that was red, and then it went back to blue, baby blue. So if y'all know them colors, that's the school I graduated from, and it's a magnet high school. So got that dress personally made, and my dress was baby blue with baby blue um, cubic zirconians on it. And because I'm modest, she even made me like a little, and it was, I remember because it was like, I still have the dress. I still have the dress. Matter of fact, I wore, when me and Gary met, and this is so funny because my profile picture was, we met online. We met on Google Messenger. Um, so my profile picture was me in my in my prom dress, and he was like, "Oh, I thought you were married." I'm like, "You messaged me because you thought I was married?" Because he thought I was in a wedding dress, because the dress was so light blue that, yeah, in the lights it did look white unless you were close up on it. But no, it was like a very light blue dress, and I'm like, you little creeper. I'm like, you messaged me, and you thought I was literally, you thought my profile picture was my wedding picture. I'm like, dude. But anyhow, that was in '07 when he did that, and it is now 25. I'm just saying. Um, but I also let um aunt slash sister slash friend, best friend. Um, I let her wear it to my sister. I won't say her name. Not my biological sister, my sister of my heart. Um, that I love no less. Her wedding. I didn't go to that wedding. I regret it, but that that wedding, that marriage didn't last. I hate that it didn't last because I want nothing but the best for her. But she's doing well now. She has a child, a beautiful little my I was gonna say her name. I call her what I call her. It, you would know her name. I'm not gonna say it because I don't have the permission to say, and I wouldn't say my little niece's birthday, but I love her to death. She looks just like her mama, and she looks like her daddy too a little bit. But she is, she's so cute. She's so precious. Um, and no, her daddy is not my sister's ex-husband. Thank God. I'm sorry I said it. Um, but I won't speak on that. Because you know what? I was about to say some stuff. Um, but yeah, so she wore my prom dress to my sister's wedding that I didn't go to. I regret that. I said that already. I know. I literally started making this video to rant, but you know what? I weaved. I weaved before I even got to the park. Before I even got to the trail, I wasn't nowhere near the mountain to weave and get off the beaten path. I didn't even make it. Anyhow, I was making this video. If you so happen to make it through the whole video or make it to this point, I literally was making a video to say, for people that voted. Oh, that's where I got. Yeah, okay, I remember. I'm back on the track. I'm back on the path. I know where I veered off. Why I voted. I voted for my daughter's reproductive rights. I voted um when I seen when I seen Zelensky's face and how he just looked at bewildered, because I know he's like, I am literally fighting with my people, and you're against me. I'm needing help. So that's what popped in my head when I voted at that time. But I say all that to say this, very long windedly, may I add. Yes, I know. I know I can talk. Um, people that say why they voted for 45, 47, sorry. It'll become natural, maybe. Anyhow, why they voted for 47 was for things that I have literally personally asked people. I don't understand. Like, where did you hear what you're saying at? And they always say, well, I heard it here. But you didn't hear him say that. You heard somebody interpret what they heard him say. Anyhow, so lowering prices on things, more money in the poor people pocket, um, a better everything. Basically, you voted, y'all bought the wolf tickets and accepted the wooden nickels. That's what you did. Because now, January the 9th, 2025, and I seen this last night, didn't say anything on it, but him saying that he's going to change Gulf of Mexico into Gulf of America. Now, I only have a problem. Okay, let me say this. Let me say this. I don't have a problem, but it's not for the reason that you probably think that I don't have a problem. Because I'm trying to look at it in the 3D version. That is like, okay, so he's just saying whatever pops in his head now. He's not even trying. He's not even trying anymore. Which, I mean, he don't have to. They voted him in. He can't be voted in again. He cannot be voted in. He cannot be voted in again. I say that again. He cannot be voted in again. So he don't care to say what he needs to say to get a vote to run again. He cannot. This is his second term. Second term. Anyhow, I only say that because people was like, but maybe no, not no, but maybe. I think Lyndon B. Johnson did 3, and then after that they go, oh wait a minute, America was founded because we didn't want a king or a monarchy. I didn't say that word right. I didn't say that word right. I know I didn't, but in my head, I know I didn't say it right. But anyway, we wanted to be up under the king's law, the king's thumb. That's why the United States was not discovered, was invaded. I'm not an indigenous person. So I'm not saying that like that. Oh, that's why it's getting cold. I'm sorry, Ori. See, the heater kicked, baby. Did you hear me? And I gotta cut the heat back on. She's looking at me. I did forget. I forgot when it kicked that I had to cut it back on. I'm sorry. I'll cut it back on. The babies are about to start crying. I know, babies. You're probably cold. So this is what I say. We wanted to be. Oh, look, guys. I wanted to show you this new thing that I got the babies. Look, I got that for Bisque. It's a bed because my fat boy got. Oh yeah, I did. No, the internet's on. Oh, no, no, it's running. I was about to say, why is that not on? I got that. Okay, I cut it back on, baby. And that's Fat Boy's light. He loves his Christmas light. And there's my fat boy. There's my little fat boy. See, bisque. That was his carrying case from last night. They said if he's in pain, they gave us 2 days, and they said we can give him, like, if he's in pain. Ori, where are you going, baby? Ori, why are you not in bed? Come on. Ori, I was getting up, turning on the heater. Come on. Oreo. Ori, the babies might start crying. Yeah, come on. Okay, fine. Anyways, the babies are down there. I know you can't see it. I'm trying not to shine the light so that they will stay asleep. Cause I tell you what, look, Ori, the heater's on. Come up under here, baby. Um, what was I saying? Oh, and now he's talking about. Okay, so I was talking about the Gulf of Mexico. Um, baby, no, these are my bites. If you eat it, I will give you some of these bites. Baby, baby, I see you. Can I have a kiss, kiss? Ori, that kiss? Did you want it? I could give. Ori, your bites are over there. Ori, I'm telling you, I'm worried. Like I am. Um. But so him wanting to change that now. Let me say this before I start talking about the Gulf of Mexico. Um, leave people alone. 47. Leave them alone. Mexico don't want to be a part of the United States, nor should they have to be. They are their own country. They're just connected to us. Leave Canada. I was about to say Canada because that's what I'm always saying, Canada. Anyways, leave Canada alone. They are their own country. Just stop. Stop being a bully. Because I have always said the United States, they're big bullies. And everybody, oh, you don't love your country. I love my country. But my country don't love itself. My country don't love me. My country are bullied. My country is a bully. Now I know people will, if you don't like it here, then leave. Why? Why should I leave? I have lived nowhere else my whole life. I never lived out of this state. The closest I've been out of the country was Puerto Rico in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I haven't even been to every state of the lower 48. I wonder if it would be considered. Okay, side note, because y'all know how my mind wanders. I'm weaving, but I'm letting you know I'm weaving a little bit. I'm going around the tree stump that's in the middle of the path. What does Hawaii call it? Are we the upper 49 compared to Hawaii? Or is it the upper 47? No, because it would have to be the upper 49 because Canada, because Alaska's up by Canada. So yeah, it would have to be the upper 49 to Hawaii, to the islands. And like if you add in the territories, um how many do we got? Seven territories. We got Guam. We got, is Cuba considered one of our territories? Or is that still its own thing? I know it's the US Marian Islands, Puerto Rico, Guam, US Virgin Islands. Um why am I'm always missing one. I'm thinking it's just five of them. See, Gulf of Mexico. Not Gulf of Mexico. I did not mean Gulf of Mexico. Um, dang diddly. I done. I know them, but right now I don't know them, and I know y'all like last time you said you knew them. Yeah, and I forgot again. Um. Anyhow, where was I going with that? Ori baby. Okay, let me just say what I'm gonna say because I keep weaving and woven and all that. Um, I I okay, so him wanting to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Now, no, I don't think that he should do that. Like just stop touching stuff. He's like a kid with on the stove, touching the stove. Or people grabbing him before he touched the stove. And then when he touches it and the house burned down and we all suffer because he was messing. That's how I feel. Stop messing. Just stop touching stuff, cause you're gonna end up hurting all of us. You're hurting everybody. Just stop. Anyhow, he wanting to change that. It's like, come on now, are you dumb? But anyhow, now when I say I don't have a problem with that reverently, that's not that word. I don't really have a problem with that, but it's not because I'm like, oh yes, America, hell yeah. No, that ain't what I'm saying. Because if they changed it, and I know this is not just affecting America, but when he said that, the first thing that popped in my head was, okay, so you just wanting to change your name to be an ass because Mexico and the places below them is in South America. We are North America. So, and I know that the Gulf don't only touch the Americas. But I'm saying when he said that, I'm like, I don't think you should do it. But I mean, it it's and I know that, and if I'm if I'm remembering what somebody told me, I haven't looked it up. So take this with a grain of salt. They were saying that it was called the Gulf of Mexico because of the Spanish. Um, was it the Spanish? Not islands. The Spanish. It had to do with that before. I think Mexico became Mexico and Argentina and all them. Before that was that it was that's when Louisiana and Texas was still, and I guess everything, I'm guessing New Mexico and Arizona and all them, maybe even the bottom part of California might have still belonged to South America. That's where I'm getting at. Before we bought it. So, I don't think that should be changed. And so when people are like, "Oh, it should be," no, you change it in your mouth. So when he said that, I'm like, well, it is connected to the Americas, not North America, the Americas, because it's South and North America. But there's also other things that are connected to that that is not the Americas. They are territories and their own identity. So that's why I'm like, when he said it, I'm like, okay, that's dumb. But eh, anyhow, but with them now trying to do that on day one, there's a lot of day one things that he wants to do. And I'm not saying this as, oh, well, he keeps saying things so I don't believe him. No, I believe everything that he says. I believe all these threats. I'm not taking no threat for granted. So me saying there's a lot of day one things, they might not get done, but that don't mean that I'm still not on high alert because it might get done. So I'm not poo pooing that. I'm not saying, oh no, he's just talking. No, I'm just talking. No, I believe all his threats, even if they're real or not. So, me saying all that, they want to do on day one. They want to do on day one. Change all the maps to Gulf of Alabama. I mean, not Alabama. I mean, I feel like the United States is now Alabama. Sorry. A little shade to Alabama. Um, to the Gulf. Or they want to change it to the Gulf of America, and we got to redo all the maps. We got to, we're drawing a bill to change it. Okay, so y'all can draw up bills to change the name of a country, me of a bottle of a body of water. Y'all can pay the money to get all of the maps reprinted, redone, but you can't pay for kids to have free breakfast and lunch. You can't pay for kids, every kid in public school, to have up to date current books of America. Not what y'all want the kids to know, which not what y'all edited out, not the new America. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we became America on all sides of the pyramid, of the prism. Yeah, we, and I'm using all these in quotes, we won our independence from Britain, from the UK, right? So that we were not up under a king or a monarch. Okay, so we did that. That's how the United States became the United States, even though it already existed because of the indigenous people. It was not our land. And I say our land as a U.S. born citizen. But I also am from don't know where, don't even know 100%. I am also here because not by my ancestors, and I'm just assuming because of how I look, did not willingly come to the United States. And when they did, they were mistreated and treated horrible. And that's happening still to this day. So yeah, I say our America. I say America, like we, us, our, because I was born here. My mom was born here. My grandma was born here. My great grandmother was born here. Now that's where the dice starts to get a little bit fuzzy because I don't know if my great great grandparents were born here. I can't tell you that. I know nothing about my ancestry. That's why I say I'm assuming because I'm an ass. I'm assuming all these things that I am of African descent because of what I look like. That's all I'm saying. But I don't consider myself African American because I find that that's disrespectful to Africa because I cannot tell you if I am genuinely from Africa and if I am from what tribe, what part, where. I can't tell you that because I don't know. So no, I might have African descent, but I'm not African American. I'm black only because I cannot tell you what part of Africa I'm from. I can't tell you that. But see, that's just me personally. I'm not saying that everybody else, like if you want to be considered whatever, be considered that. Equality for all. I have always said that. But I'm just saying for me personally, I can't tell you what part of Africa that my descendants are from. I can't tell you what tribe. I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you about me, my my history. I can only tell you all the way back to my mom and dad. I can tell you a little bit of my great grandparents. Only a little bit. Because everybody that would know that far back are gone. Like my daddy's still here. But like I said, um but so that was my gripe. You can pay money to change things. You can do all this, but you can't make up a bill. You can't get a bill together to stop childhood obesity, not obesity, childhood hunger. You can't get a bill together to help our veterans, men and women that need mental health, that need housing, that need these things. You can't get a bill together for that, but you could get a bill together to change maps to to get a committee. And I know how y'all all like y'all big poster board. So Kinko is about to love y'all. But y'all can't get money together to help us fellow Americans. But you can get money together to reprint maps with y'all's alternate reality, not even or y'all alternate history. Since you want to take slavery, you want to take indigenous people out of history books. You don't want that to be taught. You don't want the Tulsa massacre taught. You don't want the Ellensburg massacre taught. You don't want December the 24th, 1865 to be taught. If y'all don't know what that is, December the 24th, 1865 is when the Ku Klux, the Cluckers, came to Tennessee. Tennessee is the home of the Cluckers. I'm just saying. But y'all want to take that out of the history books. Y'all want to take the Battle of Alamo out of the history books. That's how y'all got Texas, right? The Battle of Alamo. I'm only asking. Y'all want to take out that, oh, Louisiana was bought from France. That's why they have a French district in Louisiana. But y'all want to change that. Okay, yeah. You don't want the kids to know certain things. And look, I am willing to stand in my wrongness if I am wrong about anything that I'm saying. But everything that I am saying is what I got out of a book at school. And if I'm taught the wrong thing, that's more of the reason to not edit, to not change the history books. Because we have had some bad, dark times in this country. Literally, we were lied to. Let me say I was lied to when they told me my whole childhood Christopher Columbus discovered America. You can't discover a place that was already inhabited. For one. And two, he wasn't the first person that came to these here now United States. At that time it wasn't. But he's not even the first person that came here. Okay. Most of our states are named after people from the UK. Oh, and I'm going to say this, then I'm going to end it. Because I don't think nobody's going to watch it this long. So I'm going to say what I want to say. Haha. Watch it or don't watch it. 47. You want to cause a war with Canada. You want to cause a war. And when I say war, I don't mean tariff. I mean a physical fight war. You want to start a physical fight war with Canada, with Mexico, with Panama, with who I was gonna say Greenland, but they said somebody it is Greenland, but it's Denmark. I think that's who. I think that's. Don't quote me on that, but my point of it is, you want to start these wars. You want to thump your chest at China. You want to thump your chest. You want to do all this and chest bump everybody except the one man that is literally pee walking you, Mr. VP. Is literally pee walking you on a leash publicly. You don't want to chest bump him. You don't want to chest bump EM either. And he's doing that in your bedroom. Yeah, I'm not meaning physical bedroom. But it is on them grounds in a little cabin that's on the grounds of Mar-a-Lago. I digress. But you want to do all that, and you want to cause this war, and you want to chest bump, you want to do all this. Right. All that I'm asking, in Israel, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave y'all out, even though that woman, don't talk about me. Keep, Pakistan. Okay, bet. Say less. I won't say your name. Anyhow, my point of it, Palestinian. Sorry, I said Pakistan. I know that that's two different places. I do apologize. The P's got me. Palestine. I do apologize. And I do know that they're two different places. And I didn't mean to mix them up. But I say that to say this. If a war starts, I think that you should have to fight it. You got out of it twice. Remember, my feet hurt. Well, guess what? My feet hurt too, so I can't fight. Oh, now you're too old. Okay, well, the reason why I brought that up is because and and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I know what I'm about to say didn't was not what it was at that time. Anyhow, George Washington, the first president of here United States, fought. He was a general. He fought with his men. I do believe Andrew Jackson, another president, also fought with his people. Now, I know when Washington fought, he was not president. There was no such thing as a president. So, yeah, he wasn't a president when he fought, but he became president after. That's like Reagan. Reagan wasn't president when he was in the army, but he did fight. So, all I'm saying is if, if a war starts, I think he should have to legally put his money, and I mean his physical honor, him, he should have to fight with the men and women of the services for a war that he started. And if y'all say, oh, he's too old, he has 5 kids. His youngest is 18. So his youngest is at 17. His youngest could have fought in the war, but his youngest is now 18. So he should have to fight in a war. I know that 47's daddy paid to get him out of the war. Money shouldn't count. I know money talks, bullshit walks. But all I'm saying is if you start a war, all your kids gotta fight in it. You have to fight in it. Not alone. I'm saying alongside with our men and women. With our brave men and women in the services. I also thought that with Bush. I thought you just started a war. Like, yes, I understand 9/11, but then he attacked the wrong place because they're not even, Afghanistan's not even the one that did 9/11. But they was the ones that had some precious gems, some precious metals, some precious things. Saudi Arabia had some precious oil. I'm just saying. The Crown Prince is throwing around that wallet. Let me stop, because if I end up dead, it's because I talk too much. It's because I talk too much.